Hey everyone. Today we're going to be exploring the tallest building in Vietnam, and it is right in front of us. This is the Landmark 81 building. Today is Thursday, February 13th, 2025. It's about 5:45 p.m. Temperatures 84 Fahrenheit, 29 Celsius. It's not just this building, but there's actually an entire community around here. If you look all around us, it's all tall buildings. Kind of feels like its own bubble around here. But I'm not alone. I'm joined here with the one, the only.
What's up, guys? It's Dan from Dan vs. World. It is a treat to be able to link up here with ActionKid. We were just in New York a couple months ago, but we found ourselves together in another city across the hemisphere, right?
Yep.
Across the pond here in Vietnam. So yeah, we're gonna be touring the Landmark 81, guys. But look at this. Does it feel like Vietnam or New York? Like, look at these skyscrapers.
It doesn't even feel like New York. It feels like a more modern New York.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Guys, look how tall this building is. The tallest building in Vietnam, not just Ho Chi Minh City. Like, when you look up, like, you expect it to end, but then you have to crank your neck all the way up to see the very top. And wait till it lights up at night. It lights up in colors and it dances. And this whole area is actually very nice. I actually stayed here 7 years ago, and 7 years later, there's so many more buildings. I'm actually staying across right over there. But yeah, guys, we're gonna tour and walk around this whole area, and it's gonna be a treat. I'm not gonna spoil anything yet, but I've already done a walk around, so we're just showing you guys and ActionKid around, so let's go.
Yeah. Last time I met Dan before New York was, I think, 2-3 years ago in Vegas. And he's actually a Vietnamese American, so perfect person to show us around.
Yep. But yeah, we're gonna do a lot of fun videos. We're gonna do some local Vietnamese tours as well, where I need to use the Vietnamese language a little bit more. But this whole area is, if you guys couldn't tell, it's kind of catered to the Western folk, like just the establishments and all the restaurants. So we'll be fine here if we speak English. But honestly, guys, one gripe, I'm already noticing. Here, let me film you. Let me film you. One gripe I'm already noticing, and if you guys didn't know about the Vinhomes, like, they're a big real estate corporation here in Vietnam, and they build buildings right out of the ground really fast. Hotels, cruises, luxury lines, a bunch of businesses in Vietnam. But one gripe I've always had about them, and a lot of people as well, is that sometimes there's like uneven flooring right now. So
yeah.
I caught ActionKid vlogging, and he was kind of like stumbling. Like, it's as modern as it is, some of the steps or the areas are pretty hazardous, right?
Yeah, I mean, I even motioned to Dan a little bit to not step off this curb, because
yeah.
he could have gotten distracted. And
yeah,
look at this behind you.
yeah.
There's some lady's pushing a stroller, and she had to navigate through that.
Yeah. It's funny that we're complaining like right away, but no, this isn't just here. You'll notice this in a lot of places in Vietnam. I don't know the exact science behind it. Maybe it's like the ground levels, like the earth, but like there's areas where it's uneven. So make sure you guys like really know and see where you're going. Yeah. That's
right. Gotta watch your step.
Yeah. That's already a spoiler alert, but I wanted to tell you this before so you don't trip, because even when you get to the other areas.
Look at this. There's even like something that shifted here.
Yeah, there's like weird cracks.
This moves. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So even though it looks so modern like this, you have to be really careful. Don't assume the ground is level.
Look at this too. Like, you almost don't even see that it's like like, say if it was really dark, or maybe you had one too many drinks or something, like you're stepping into like a pond, and there's like these uneven steps. It's funny actually, because I did a vlog 7 years ago, and I actually spoke about this when there was barely any buildings. It was kind of weird because it's so nice, but there's just little crevices and little parts of this little bubble that, I don't know, it's just kind of uneven.
Yeah, they don't have the same construction codes as like the U.S.
And
Oh,
also,
there's a downstairs here too.
yeah, this might be the, let's see. It might be the parking structure. Oh, no, it's the mall. Do you want to go to the mall first, or you want to
No,
go
we
to,
could,
or you
yeah,
want to
show
check
me
out
around.
the, oh, you know what, let's check out the outside because the sun's about to go down, but in the mall, there's lights. So there's a really cool park. I call it the, I'm already giving spoiler alerts. I'm excited
Well,
showing Kenneth around. But yeah, we'll wait till we get to the park.
I mean, it's amazing. Like I was in Saigon before, and I never even came here or even think to come here. So I'm making up for that now. Now look at this. It kind of looks like Miami a little bit with these tall buildings and palm trees. Actually, for one I experienced, the Vin group has a lot of these kind of like communities all around Vietnam, like tall buildings and lots of stores and everything.
Look at that little sphinx on the Phoenix,
Yeah.
or the pyramid.
They want to imitate Egypt a little bit here. There was even one Vin group property I went to in Hanoi. They had a mock Eiffel Tower.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, the Vin companies, all their hotels are actually really nice. In Nha Trang, a lot of tours there. Phu Quoc, they'll have a brand, and I would say it's generally just catered towards, you know, luxury, higher end. They usually have really good buffets in them as well.
In a way, it kind of feels out of place in Vietnam to have a community like this.
Yeah, I think the big difference is that there's nice hotels like strewn throughout the city, like in one neighborhood here or there, but this is like a whole community. It's really big, and wait till you see the suburban homes. It's not just apartments, there's actually suburban homes here.
Oh.
Yeah, also made by the Vin Group.
It's like once you're in this community, you never want to leave because everything's here.
Exactly, that's what I was telling Kenneth, that like the architecture, the buildings that it's in, it's very nice. It's kind of reminiscent to New York or the West, but there's still Vietnamese local establishments. Like they'll have like a full-on bún bò Huế shop, pho shop, authentic food, even in the malls as well. But there's a lot of like pampering services like spas, hair salons, nails, barbershops, all throughout Vietnamese culture and society in the cities. But you'll find all of that here as well. So it's like you really don't have to leave. There's grocery stores, malls. And the thing that impresses me about this mall is that there's also a lot of brands back home, like Uniqlo, Nike. You'll see when we go inside. Like there's a spot right there.
Oh yeah, see that?
Cafe. This bridge lights up at night as well. See, like a Dior store. I'm saying this because when I was in Macau and I was in one of those malls, like a lot of the brands I didn't recognize. They're like either Chinese brands, Hong Kong brands. But there's a lot of brands I recognize here.
Well, they have some decorations for the Tet Festival.
Oh, interesting thing. So you actually got caught in a really good time. So it's not just a Tet Festival. There's actually the Buddhist festival as well. It's called like the Lunar Moon Festival. It's some type of festival where they're also, I believe it's also like that a couple of days, but it's for the Buddhist culture. I think Vietnam is like 50-50 or 60-40 Buddhist to Catholic, so like half of the city celebrates it. Whereas Lunar New Year's, the whole country celebrates. So it might be for that. You want to go to the park before it gets dark?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's right across. Watch your step.
Yep. Yeah, that's another thing. If they really wanted to make it safer, they could put some like yellow paint on the curb or something.
That's uneven right there.
I'm always looking down when I'm in Vietnam, make sure I don't.
You want to take the bridge responsibly or cross the street like a Vietnamese local? All right, we did a lot of street crossing. Let's get a view from the bridge. I don't know if you want to see this as well, but I just saw that sign right there and it said 0 parking spaces. As you guys can see, a lot of locals, they drive scooters here. And I took a scooter here a couple days ago, and it was the biggest parking garage, it was the most scooters I ever seen in a parking garage. Like it was like a full-on parking garage, but all scooters.
Oh wow.
It's crazy. Because a lot of people visit this mall. Like these steps are kind of making me dizzy too.
Off center, man.
They're a little bit off centered.
It is making me kind of like nauseous a little bit.
And that's how you know we're Western tourists, guys. Because even in a very nice modern place like this, we're complaining about the smallest details, like the uneven steps.
I'm afraid like to like trip and like really hurt yourself, because
I would call it nitpicking, but I think it's an important tip to give people who haven't been here, because not everyone can be as active or spry as say another person. So if you have, you know, like even ActionKid, he had a hurt ankle the other day, or the other month when we were traveling in New York.
While recovering from the foot injury.
Yeah.
Oh, going down is going to be, it's usually harder than going up. You know, in some ways, crossing the street like a regular Vietnamese person might even be safer, because imagine if you're like drunk here, or you didn't get enough sleep, you might have some difficulty here. And there's a big crack right here.
Yeah, some unevenness. Also,
yep, look at that.
Also, it's sometimes it's monsoon season. It gets pretty rainy in Vietnam, so like these steps with, you know, moisture and all that could even be a little bit worse. And the reason why I was telling you about the parking garage and all the scooters, that a lot of locals take scooters, and not just people who, oh, the bridge just lit up.
Oh wow, it just got lit up.
Got lit. So this place is so nice that not just people who live here come here. A lot of people like commute here from their scooters, cars get dropped off, and they hang around the malls, the parks. And I'm learning this. It's just my hunch that there's so much big, nice, crazy malls with air conditioning in Southeast Asia, because most of the year it's very, very hot. So you kind of just want to hang out somewhere with AC. So this is, we're entering the park, but let me show you guys the suburban homes. So if you guys get an aerial view, like a drone, from up here, you'll see a lot of like these houses, and there's pools, very symmetrical, structured, but they don't have just apartments here. They have full homes, townhomes, or whatnot. Watch your step.
I see that, thanks.
Yeah, this is just the edge of it, but it stretches and it goes all the way in there. So there's a bunch of homes here as well. So we are closing in on the park here. Forgot the official name. This is basically like the Vietnamese Grand Central Park. That's what I was saving for this part of the video. So, because I know ActionKid here is from New York, and he probably frequents that park
Yeah,
a
Central
lot.
Park.
So I would like to, I think this is kind of like a mini Grand Central Park, the way it's set up, all the fountains, trees, greenery, the hedgings, like it's
Yeah.
very well landscaped. But
Wait,
you're gonna have some.
I don't think we're supposed to walk on the
Oh no!
grass.
Oh
the
shoot!
Sign.
Right when I said landscaping, yeah. So there's actually some tropical trees here, not like in New York, some palm trees. This is nothing yet. A lot of people start getting here on the weekend or in the nighttime, and more so on the weekends, of course, or a holiday. But they just set up on the lawns. You know, it looks like some people doing some Tai Chi.
Well, it's nice when it just gets lit up like this and the sun hasn't gone completely down.
It's a nice fountain here. Also, in a few hours, maybe minutes, the fountains are gonna start up as well. In the nighttime, more people come here at night. Or any time in the day. It's just really hot in the daytime, so that's why people tend to come out during the nighttime. Because even now, it's sticky, guys. This is actually the cool season of Vietnam. And ActionKid read you guys the temperature beforehand.
Yep.
But it's not just the temperature, it's humid here, it's sticky.
Maybe I should start reading the humidity from now on too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up
definitely
now.
in Asia.
Humidity right now is 75%. I will say though that I find that Vietnam in general is a lot less humid than Thailand.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time of the year did you go?
I was in Thailand in March.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So right around the same time, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, the landscaping is so nice here with the trees and the nice grass.
I'm gonna show you something really cool over here as well. You can actually already, here, I'll spoil it. There's some koi fish here, but you can see them from this angle. They're really big. You see them?
Oh.
They're orange.
Yeah.
But you get a lot closer to them. A lot of people feed them there. That's why they congregate there, honestly. Because they have this whole area where they can swim, but they're smart enough to know that if they stick by there, people are probably gonna feed them. The other day, some lady was feeding them like rice. That's how Asian, we're in Asia, like they're feeding the fish, the koi fish,
Yeah.
rice. So naturally, I think just by nature, they just like stick to this area now because people come and feed them all the time.
You know what's funny? I was in Hanoi and I went to the aquarium there, and there was a special area where you can buy like a baby bottle and feed the koi fish from the baby bottle. They trained them to do that.
Look, there's not even anyone feeding them food right now, but they're still here.
I know.
I
Hey, you
think
can
they
even
just
do
caught
this, like feeding. Look, they're all up here now and
I'm gonna get this.
motioning their mouths.
Guys, so I was here the other day and there's actually people feeding them, but it's actually funny because the fish, the koi fish, they congregate to this area. They're so smart because even though people aren't feeding them, I think they're just used to people coming to this little ledge to feed them. That look,
Look at this. They're
ActionKid is
following
teasing
me.
them. He's just teasing them and they're all here. Oh shoot. Are these all koi fish?
I feel like they're gonna grow legs and like walk on land.
Tadpoles?
Yeah.
Just become frogs. Yeah. So a lot of people go to these steps and like eat here. We're having a few drinks here the other day. Boba, some tea. So yeah, a lot of people come to this area. Picnic. Those are really cool structures up there as well.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like a sightseeing area. And there's also security all around here as well, if you guys can see them.
Yeah,
to make
I
sure.
saw them. They were on the motorbike earlier. This is a great view from here. You can see
Oh
Landmark
yeah,
81
it's
really
lit up
well.
now. Yes. So the Landmark 81 has just been lit up. It's about 6 p.m. right now. So the lights, come on.
Is that part of it too? I see like
Some homes?
some homes there, yeah.
I'm gonna say no, just because the way the homes are built here are usually very symmetrical. They have like the same design language almost. Like, if you look at it from an aerial view, you'll know what I mean. Like they're pretty close together. There's usually like a pool. And those, they look too unsymmetrical to be part of Vinhomes.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, is that the Saigon River?
Is it?
I don't know,
I
there's a
want
lot
to
of
look.
boats here.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, maybe my buffet cruise is over here. Maybe we should just go. I need to see what we're doing next though. You want to go up there or you just want to view it?
I just want to view it.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, this park is huge. It goes from all around, but I don't know if you have time to tour everything. We might just check
Yeah.
out the mall at this
Yeah,
point.
let's go to the mall now.
Oh, get the lights. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now the top got lit up with the purple and the pink.
Yeah, you can see it from a mile away, that building. And that building is so large, guys. It's the tallest building in Vietnam that they make these buildings look small in comparison, but we're just down there. These buildings are also huge. How would you compare this to Central Park?
I mean, funny you mentioned that because Central Park's also man-made. I was gonna say like
Oh yeah, this was for
is
sure
more-
man-made.
Yeah, I was gonna say like this one seems more tailored.
Yeah.
Yes, Central Park it feels like less modern than this for sure.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not just saying this because ActionKid is here and he's from New York, but I really feel like they took a play out of New York and they wanted to make like a mini New York. Like that looks like the Empire State or the Chrysler. I
Yeah.
forgot which building it was, but
Chrysler
the
building.
Chrysler and then a bunch of buildings and like a park and then a bunch of malls. They even just started their own transit system not too long ago. Like it's not subway, but it's like a tram, metro. Yeah. No one used it though, because everybody uses
Oh, look
scooters.
at this! You could trip on that. Even in the park.
Yeah.
And funny you mentioned Central Park because this kind of reminds me of the Bow Bridge, where like a lot of movies were filmed.
Yeah.
And they got another section here.
You know how there's like a little Saigon or like maybe like a Chinatown?
Yep,
You could even call this like a little New York
that's right.
in Asia, like in the little New York. Because even like the sculptures and all that are Eurocentric, I feel like. Like
Yeah.
that looks like an angel, like some Michelangelo art. And just like this design.
Yeah. I mean, I was in Little Saigon in Orange County, California, and it's nothing like this. There, it's just like endless driving and strip malls.
Oh, look, you get a little glimpse of the suburbs over here.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you get a glimpse of from above, there's a lot of there's like this canal and it goes through all of the houses. It's actually very nice.
It looks very nice, and there's even like quiet streets there. You could park a car. Yeah. All the buildings are numbered: P4, L1.
Yeah. I think when I stayed here 7 years ago, there was only like 4 or 7. I think I stayed in like P4, P3, one of them. But they're very nice. And before the value was crazy, I think it was only like $20 to $30 a night. But I think now,
Whoa.
and this is considered luxury. And I think now it's around 50, like 45 to 70 maybe a night to stay in a hotel. Because some of these are hotels, some of them are apartments, some of them are Airbnbs, condos. But yeah.
It's crazy how much has changed in 7 years. Even from my trip last time, 1 year ago, now there's so many traffic lights in Saigon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the locals speaking about the law changes for the past 30 days or something like that? Mm-hmm. It's been a hot topic. I think in the beginning of the new year they implemented a lot of changes, but like honestly, some of them I'm like, as a Westerner, I'm just like, I kind of roll my eyes, or I'm kind of just like hearing people complain about it, and it seems like, you know, pretty basic things. Like one of them is like, you can't drive on the sidewalk, and people are like, dang. You can't drive on the sidewalk? This is blasphemy. Another one is like, oh, like you can't really drink and drive anymore. And people are just like, no, I think you could never drink and drive, but I think they're just more strict on it now. The fine, no, they up the fine.
Crazy now.
They up the fine. That's the thing. So they up the fine for drunk driving on a scooter. I think it's like 6 million or something like that. It's something very high.
That's like, I don't know, $400 US.
So I think it's $600 US, or
Oof.
300 to 600 US, and I think that's pretty high in comparison to the salary, average salary
Oh, I
here or
know.
something like that. So, yeah, it's crazy.
I even saw pictures of bounty hunters now, because the government is giving people
basically
kickbacks of like what they collect. So people are disguising themselves as like cardboard boxes and bushes to catch people.
Basically, like they're snitches, professional snitches. But they even call the local police here basically like bounty. But it depends on who you ask. If you want to, you know, if you're guilty, then you're gonna be more harsh on the police officers. But they say that the police officers, whenever they need like, you know, extra money. I mean, you can say that in the U.S. as well. You know, the quotas.
Yep.
They'll just stop people more. But I'm gonna be honest, I've been seeing a lot of people get stopped, and these guys are good. I was on the back of a scooter. My cousin, and I was driving on like a dark big street. It was actually entering Landmark, and all of a sudden lights turned on and it was a checkpoint. But like you can't see them at all. They're good at hiding. They're sneaky. So just make sure you don't break the laws here.
Now we're not taking that lopsided bridge.
The funny thing is it's actually a little lopsided.
It's good there's a lot of people here, so you gotta wait for us. Oh, Zan SM is a Vin Group car, rental car. Well, I should say for hire service. I've never taken them though, Zan XM. I've only done Grab. But I might try. I heard that when you download the Zan SM app, you need a Vietnamese phone number though, or it won't work. But at least the plan I got includes a Vietnamese phone number, so I could try it for sure.
Would you want to go up to the top of Landmark on this video, or save that for another day?
We could save it for another time.
Yeah, we might do some local food in a sec, but I believe there's some cafes or restaurants. You go up there to the 81st floor. But let's check out the inside of the mall. There's a lot of food here as well.
It's a good thing we went to the park, because now it's hard to see everything.
Đúng rồi đấy.
Now we're going into the Vinhomes Center in the Landmark 81 building. Thanks, Dan.
Welcome in.
Happy New Year.
AC, you feel that?
Yep. I sure do.
So they're kind of sectioned off into like stores. So I think this area is basically stores, but if you want to see all the food, it's downstairs.
Okay.
Food first or stores?
Food.
Food, yeah. There's a lot of cool food. Oh, look at that big dumpling.
Oh, look at that.
Guys, look at that big dumpling. It's very cute. There's a lot of cute figures in Asia. Asian malls always astound me, guys. There's always so much going on. So I think this sky view is how you get, like I think you could buy a ticket up or you could eat at a restaurant or something like that. But guys, one thing about Asia and their malls, there's food everywhere. Like this is only one section. There's all this food here.
Whoa, look at this. There's an ice skating rink inside here.
Guys, it's crazy. There's even an ice skating rink here. Wow. Oh, I see why people are standing here now. It's extra cold here. Maybe they're not even just watching the people skating. They're just like using like the ice, like the coldness coming out from the ice. The guy looks really professional. I feel like he's about to do some type of flip.
I feel like he's gonna do like a moonwalk.
You know when you're wearing spandex while you're skiing or ice skating? You know you're good.
Well, this is pretty cool. You can like sit right by the ice skating rink and see people
Yeah, there's food all around.
skate.
Sushi K, sushi ki, sushi ki. Oh, there's some Hong Kong food there. Remember we had Hong Kong street food in New York?
Yep.
Honestly,
So
I feel like the Hong Kong street food in New York, Chinatown would be better than here, even though we're in Asia. That food there in New York is so good. It's like a
Hong
bunch of
Kong
food
signature.
courts. Oh, this is a big wind mart. So there's wind marts everywhere. You've seen them, but this is like a really big one. The Hadi Lao. I think there's also another floor where there's more food. So I don't recognize some of this.
Well, it doesn't seem like just food here. There's also shops too.
Yeah.
Like a mini so, which is Japanese.
There's a Hadi Lao. I love Hadi Lao.
A Hadi Lao is top
Yeah.
of the line. Hot pot.
Yeah. They're everywhere now. I was in where was I at? Nah, where Hong Kong, and it was there. It's everywhere. There's some Western food here.
Italian.
This is Italian?
Yeah. You know what's another place I see a lot in Vietnam is pizza, 4 Ps.
Guys, the pizza in Vietnam is actually like not bad. There's a lot of good pizza here.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. It's very odd. Hong Kong delight. I mean, maybe you could do a pizza review because they're from New York.
Yeah.
New York pizza versus Vietnam pizza. There's a lot of good food.
That'd be funny.
Texas.
Let's go upstairs now and check out some of the stores. Hey, look, steak. wonder how many floors are in this mall.
And also, there's a lot of Vincom centers, like malls throughout the city and also throughout Vietnam. But they'll have a certain brand. I'll say it's more high-end, luxurious. But how would you compare this to? Because you've been to Thailand, Taiwan. Like you've been all over Asia. So how would you compare these Asian malls? Like
I mean,
this one to, because the Vincom one has a very specific look.
Yeah, they're kind of like more structured to what they want. Sometimes it's a lot of like their own brands and stuff that I can't even, I don't recognize. Essence of Vietnam. That looks like a high-end cafe there. The thing about this mall is it's not very wide, but it's tall.
Oh yeah. There's multiple floors. Look.
Yeah. I think maybe we could ride the escalator to the top and we'll get a good view.
Yeah. Are you familiar with VinFast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All electric cars.
Yeah, so that's why this corporation is so crazy. Like the Vin Corp, Vin company, like they do a bunch of things, and it's like a conglomerate. I don't know what they call it, monopoly.
Yeah. Conglomerate.
Yeah, conglomerate. So they do like hotels. This is one of the most successful things that they've been doing, the VinFast, because a lot of the electric cars you'll see are VinFast, and I took one of them on the Grab, and they're actually very nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're just like right there with Tesla.
Well, when I was mentioning the Zan SM earlier, those are all VinFast cars, electric taxis.
Yeah. I believe there's also VinFast in the U.S.
Yeah.
Well,
I saw them.
One of my friends commented on one of the videos I made. I was like, hey, like I work on these cars back home. They're really good. So, you want to go up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is impressive to say the least. This actually reminds me a little bit of Taiwan inside Taipei 101. They have a big shopping mall inside too. And that's the tallest building in Taiwan.
There's a movie theater in here as well. There's some in a lot of malls, but this one, we just missed it. It was downstairs.
Okay. Let's
Guys,
just go all the way to the
more
top.
food. There's a buffet here. It's a Korean tteokbokki buffet.
Yeah, we gotta check that out. Go all the way to the top.
Guys, Vietnamese people really love buffets. If you go throughout the city, there'll be like all types of buffets. But that's the hard part. Like you don't know which one is good because there's a lot of different types. Hai Sang, which is seafood. This one's Korean. There's a lot of Korean buffets here. Best car.
Pretty impressive mall.
So some more food, guys. There's so much food in Asian malls. I'm gonna start calling them like food courts with shops in them.
Look at this. 139,000 dong for a buffet.
Hold up. Người lớn means adult, trẻ em means youngin. But the caveat is that this is kind of like I think it's like a tteokbokki one, so it's like size, but you kind of see some of it. Look at it.
Yeah.
I'm actually I might do a video here.
Yeah.
Oh,
could.
you know what? They actually have beef. It's actually not bad. Oh wait, but maybe you have to order that extra. Because I think maybe the tteokbokki is the unlimited. So basically like unlimited sides maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'll return, but look.
It looks really nice.
Let me ask them. Cái giá gì cho cái buffet vậy?
Dạ,
Mấy đồng?
150.000 luôn.
150 chứ mình được everything ở đây hả?
Dạ.
Wow.
Thấy không?
Let's
Hết
take
cái
a
thịt
look.
gà, hết cái thịt gà luôn hả? So $150 and you have everything that you can see. I'm gonna return here.
That's good.
I will be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back. This will be a fun video. Come on.
Dạ, em cảm ơn.
Yeah, come on.
All right.
Yeah, you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi to the video? Yes. 100. That's actually not bad for 150 because there's chicken. $150. Let me do the math. That's like
That's so
$7.
cheap. Yeah.
It's a $7 buffet. No, it's less. It's like a $6 buffet.
$6.
That's the price of one chicken
I
meal.
know.
Also, guys, don't make fun of my Vietnamese. We'll all brush it up because ActionKid's gonna learn as well.
Well, I'm trying. I said see you later in Vietnamese.
Xin chào.
Well, I think we could go downstairs and wrap
Oh,
this
there's a
video
gym
up,
here.
right? Century On. And Phuc Long, which I think is the most popular like chain cafe in Vietnam.
I think it's Highlands.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Wait, are you talking about coffee or cafe?
Cafe.
Okay, maybe cafe. Well, like, I don't know. Would you consider Highlands more like a coffee shop? You've seen them, right?
Yeah.
They're all over. This one's very popular too, but it looks like there's a different vibe. It's top 3 for sure. You just missed the other one. It's not as, you don't see it as often, but it's a luxury coffee brand. It's called Cat Nat. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's downstairs. It's right at the lobby.
Okay. Well, when we go outside, we'll see it. And
I would say Highland is like the Starbucks of Vietnam. It's like, there's like so many of them. Maybe that's like the coffee bean. Or what's this? Yeah, the coffee bean. And then the Cat Nat is like a real, like, very nice, luxurious coffee shops. And that's the pastime. This is Vietnamese culture. What most people do is, throughout the city, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of coffee shops. You'll have a break throughout the day, drink some coffee, get some caffeine, and just hang out for like an hour. It's almost like a Vietnamese siesta. Like you kind of just take a break and have some coffee, people watch. It's a little bit different in each city. Saigon is more of like a modern metropolitan city, so I don't see it that much. But if you go to like Da Nang, Hanoi, more so. Hanoi is also very modern as well, but I feel like there's a little bit more of that culture there. Nha Trang, you'll see just a bunch of people outside drinking coffee.
oh, there's it.
Huh?
No, I thought that was the coffee place, but it's not.
No, it's on the bottom floor. You'll see a lot of it. Once you start noticing it, you'll see it throughout the sound. Coco Ichiban.
I don't know about you, but I can never imagine driving a car in Vietnam. I really respect people who can. It's just so crazy with all the motorbikes and people all around.
Ooh, yeah, we. My exchange. Yeah, some of the Grab drivers I've been having like take me on like rides in a car, usually from the airport. They all say the same thing, where it's just like it takes a lot longer in a car to get to place to place than a scooter, because you kind of like cut through traffic when you're on a scooter. Things right there.
You know, one thing I noticed about like retail clothing shops, they're like the same price as the U.S. Uniqlo, Levi's.
So, some actually are more.
Yeah.
A lot of Vietnamese people actually love going to the U.S. to shop and then bring stuff home, like at outlet malls and stuff, because even in Macau, I noticed that too. There's people from China crossing the border to buy stuff in Macau. It was the most packed Nike store I've seen to bring it back across the border, because there's like a premium tax for Chinese goods. So I actually took a look at this isn't the one. Yesterday I went to the Nike store and the shoes were about $30 or $40 more. So when you're buying in bulk, that percentage can add up, like an extra 15 to 20%. So say like a shoe that costs 100 would be 130 or something like that here.
I mean, I'm surprised because I thought like a lot of the clothes were made in Vietnam, but
Yeah, I would think the same thing about China. I said the same thing about China. I was like, why is it more expensive in China if it's made there? And then, yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me.
all right, folks. That'll do it for this video around the Landmark 81 building and community. I guess we'll go up to the top another time. But yeah, if you enjoyed this tour, then hit the like button for me. Subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thanks, Dan, for showing me around.
Yep. All right, guys. See you guys in the next video. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of Vietnam adventures.